Hi ladies and gents, Pond here with another video for Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. Thank you so much for your previous likes, comments and subscriptions to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, why not click on that button and ring the bell so you get notifications of whenever I'm dropping content on the channel. And now onto the topic of this video, and it is yet another hero skin video, and this time we have a hero skin for Hellfire. It's called Hell Knight. Before I go into the details of this video, I just want to say a shout out to Palestine from COH, my alliance, who plays in RIP Big Farm, and to John from ROJ, also from State 90, for their help in the arena testing for this video. So Hellfire came out a couple of days ago. I'm recording this video on Tuesday the 18th of July. I think it came out on Sunday the 16th. It's a standard skin. And so you'll need to get the Precious Hero Collection boxes, and you'll have a 1.4% chance to obtain him when using those boxes, and he'll use normal bio seals as we've seen before. In terms of the detailing, you can see it's obviously like a lot of fiery flames coming out of the top of him, and he's kind of crouching down in a really menacing pose. I think it's actually quite a scary look on this one, considering the devs are so strict on players' avatars and stuff. They've got a character who has a flaming skull and fire coming out of his eyes. Anyway, let's check out the bio attributes. So these bio attributes, I'm a little bit surprised by them. It's the kind of standard that you're going to see for a defensive hero. Now this, obviously Hellfire is an SX9 hero. This skin is going to be available from SX10. And yet another one. We already have like Warhammer, Ava, Lawman, Reaper, all available at SX10. And Lawman only just came out recently as well. These stats are defensive based stats, which you already get from Warhammer and from Lawman's legions that we've seen previously. So you're going to get an extra 6% might, 12% army defense, 3% tactical might, 9% tactical resistance, 10% on your HP, and 1% on your troop damage, which, as you can see, that's the same as Gold Guardians. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised about this. I mean, even in like the main suggested combo that we're going to talk about in a minute, you see Hellfire in the middle row, and so many combos you can use Hellfire front, middle, or back. So for this to be purely defensive, I would have expected it to actually be a more balanced style of stats for his bio attributes. That's just my opinion on it. But I just feel like it's not quite correct for the way that you're going to use him. Let's talk about the inheriting skill. So with this inheriting skill, it's changing his Rising from the Ashes skill, which is his 8th skill. Usually that will give all friendly squads unit countering of minus 10%. And starting from the 4th round, the damage caused by our other two teams is plus 40%. So that's a really nice buff. The inheriting skill changes to the name Gaze into the Abyss, and the additional effect this is giving is in the first, in addition to the other two elements that already remain from the original skill, in the first 3 rounds, the other two friendly squads convert 100% might into 3 times of resistance. So what that means is, if another hero, the other two friendly squads, the other two heroes, if they have skills that generate additional might, so say they give 100% extra might, that will also generate 300% resistance. So, and there is a clear couple of combos that is going to benefit that, which we'll talk about in a minute. I'm not overly thrilled about this inheriting skill. It's limited to the first 3 rounds. It's limited to very specific skills that only a very few heroes in the game have. Particularly when it's restricted to the first 3 rounds. And again, we'll talk about that in a minute. But for me, even though this element is very good, you're really, really heavily restricted by who's going to use this skill and benefit from this inheriting skill. Let's talk about the preserving skill as well, as we always do. The hero squad takes minus 5% skill damage, always consistent, and it's the Vigor preserving skill, which means the hero's legion gains 5% resistance, which again is standard with like kind of the defensive minded heroes. So that's no surprise there. Let's talk about these combos then. As shown in the dev's mail, The devs are showing that the two combos they're suggesting are Hellfire with Ramses and Al-Fati, or which, bearing in mind that relates again. If you look at the inheriting skill, it does neither of those heroes boost might to generate this extra resistance. So I'm not sure why they would put Hellfire there with that combo, other than that it would improve that combo just from his extra bio attributes and the preserving skill, right? But the one below is the key one. It's the Octavian Hellfire Caesar combo. So obviously Octavian and Caesar are the kind of anniversary heroes. They are the premium heroes. And to be honest with you, this skin has just been released specifically for that combo in mind. Octavian has a skill that gains 100, that gives him 100% extra might. Caesar has a skill that gains 200% might. When you factor in that, obviously that would then triple into, if they're both activated, giving 300% might, potentially that could triple into 900% extra resistance, which would be ginormous in those early rounds. It would make it a really tanky legion to break down, and then later on in the battle you see all this extra damage and skills coming in from Caesar. So that's pretty much what this combo's been done for. Do you really want this skin? I mean, if you're a top spender and you've dropped $3,500 or whatever it is to get those two exclusive heroes, Octavian and Caesar, then I would say most likely you do want to get this skin, because it does improve the effectiveness of those heroes. I have seen reports on groups of this skin in use with those heroes already, and everyone's been saying it does improve the performance quite a bit. Otherwise, do you really want to get him? Now, here's my thoughts. Like as I said, with Palestine and Jun, I did like 20 battles in, maybe 20 plus battles, 23 battles in the arena today, and I tried some different combos for this hero, with really mixed results. Like, for instance, if you're a free-to-play player, or maybe a small... Well, you can't be free-to-play if you're trying for a skin, can you? Unless this skin comes in the skin shop, but I'm not sure it will. You know, if you're a small spender and you're looking to buy a skin, one, I wouldn't suggest you go with this skin at all, because there's many other key hero skins like Ava, Lorman, Rosen. Who else have we got now? Healer, Arslan, Reaver. You know, I could go on. There must be probably 15 other skins that would be my preference over this one, because the only other hero that this skin could potentially benefit from a skill is Adolan's, in my mind, because Adolan's fifth skill, it has that ciphering skill where he takes 60% might and resistance from one random enemy squad and gives it to the two friendly squads. So if they're both gaining 60% might, then triple that would be 180% resistance for each of those other squads. So it's not as big as the benefit you're getting from Caesar and Octavian, and also this is only a 40% chance. So potentially it would only activate once in those 3 rounds before that skill on the skin has finished. So, and the other kind of thing is that there aren't many combos. I mean, Hellfire was in a couple of Archer combos earlier in the game, like showing with Lilith, for instance. And I've tried this in battles, and really it just doesn't work. It fails pretty miserably against lots of different combos. Another combo that you could use it with is Poison and Bellicerus. That's on the combos chart, Hellfire, Poison, Bellicerus. But it's very mixed. Is it going to be a top 5 combo for you? Highly unlikely, but it is 3 normal heroes at least. And I think I put Footman on the front row, obviously just to tank it up a bit because of those archers can die quickly otherwise. And as you can see, I did get quite a few mixed results. And then I think there was one other option that I tried. Maybe I did. Oh yeah, there were a couple actually. So in the combo charts, there's Lorman, John, Hellfire, which again was mixed really, and the final one was Arthur, Hellfire, Steed. And all I can say about that one again is that it was just mixed results against various legions that whereas similar power to my Legion, what I was using, I think the power was 5.4 and the opponent's Legion was like 5.2 to 5.3. So it's very, very close in terms of the matchups. But I know that arena testing is not perfect, but it's just slightly indicative of what could happen. So yeah, my kind of thoughts on that are, you only want him if you're a top spender and you're going to pop him in with Octavian and Caesar. If you're anyone else, I don't think you need this skin. He's not going to improve any of his existing combos with the readily available heroes, like if he was put with, like I said, that Lawman John combo, or any. There's about a dozen combos that he's in with standard heroes. I don't think, even with this skin, that's going to improve it. Because, like, for instance, are you going to take any of Lawman? Are you going to swap Lawman, Bleeding, and Warhammer out for one of those three out for Hellfire? I just don't think you're going to. That Legion is stronger, more consistent without Hellfire, and those heroes already have skins as well. Certainly, I'd say all three of those heroes are worth it. They should be more a higher priority anyway of getting a skin before you do this Hellfire skin. So, because like I say, the inheriting skill is not synergizing there with that. So that's where I'm at with that. I think it's one of the poorer skins. It really is just angled at the high spenders. Let's just have a look at what it looks like in terms of the different images. So, as I always like to do, the initial one for the basic effect, you do have he's chained up a bit on a ruin, like with some basic flame effects in the background on his cape and from his head. Then on inheritance, obviously you just get a clearer background, which seems to be a gigantic castle in the background. And then finally, the preserving, you've got this enhanced flames from his eyes around the flame effects across the screen, and the lighting just on the bottom of the... Oh no, that's the same. Oh yeah, it is. No, it does slightly change that lighting on the bottom of the castle as well, and a bit of smoke coming out as well, and the cape as well. It's flapping around a bit more vigorously. Yeah. So there we go, guys. That is Ironmask the Hell Knight. I'd be interested to hear your comments on it. I mean, what are we up to? We must be up to nearly 30 skins in the game now. I know this is part 18 of my hero skin series. Have any of you bought him and used him in that premium combo? What do you think of him? Is he working well with those two new premium heroes? I'm pretty sure you're going to say yes. Has anyone else purchased him and tried using him in other options? And are you getting any luck with him? I'd be interested to hear what you say about that too. And yeah, if you've liked this video, please do click on that like. And if you could share this video and my channel in your alliance chat, Florence chat, map chats, guild chats, and through line WhatsApp, Viber, Discord, whatever you use to communicate with your fellow players in the game, that would be very much appreciated. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.